Hello and welcome to this video on the production of platform canopies. These canopies are supplied by John's Model Railways, as you see there, will look like that when complete. This kit is very simple to do, very simple to put together, full instructions there. To start with, I've got the roof sections there. They have to be cut out, and also the centre areas there, they're the skylight areas, they've got to be cut out too, of which I've got the strip of the skylights 3D printed. There's lots of them there to go in. There's 4 sheets of these to cut out, and also we've got the edging for the canopies as well to go on. Now these canopies go on upright struts, and I have got some here. These are being prepared. They come out like this, 3D printed also, and they are brilliant, very detailed. Let's see if we can get. They've got like the girder detail into them, and they are really great. They're quite sturdy actually. They just slot in with a peg at the bottom into your platform. The canopy roofs sit on top of these at a slight angle, and they have to be scored down the black line to enable them to tilt as said in the instructions. Now, to keep in with the layout colours and designs of Virgin Trains station, I needed to paint these as to correspond with the canopies which are currently used on Crewe railway station. And to do that, I have been painting some, and I've done half of them so far. Painted using Dulux Wants Roasted Red. It's only a tester pot, and it's gone such a long way. I'm not even half used it yet, and I've done quite a bit. Not just with these, I've done with a lot of other stuff as well. These are ones that have been done already. I've just got to do the very peg bits at the bottom, and maybe some touch-ups of bits that have been missed. But I do like the look of them once they're painted. It gives a kind of a weathered look. It's like steel's weathered, slightly a bit of rust. But I will be giving additional weathering of these when they are finished. So yeah, really good. I'm going to be quite pleased with them. So I've done 12. There's 24 in total to do. So that's 12 I did prior, and I'm now going to do the further 12 to finish off. It is a bit time consuming to do, so I'll get on with those, and I'll see you when I've done this further 12. Bye for now. So that's the last 12 done, all painted up in roasted red. Got some white painting to do on them before they can be fitted, as this is the effect that I'm trying to recreate. As you can see, the white part there and the trusses that come out across are white. I might be getting some beams put in the sections between the posts. I'm not sure yet. I might leave that, but yeah, white for those, white for those. I have painted them all red for now. I've just got underneath the bottoms on these 12 the peg bits to paint when these are fully dried. I've now done the peg bits on those ones, so they are fully done. So before we can attach to the tops, I'll get the white done. Also, I'm wondering about the bottoms. Obviously they're just still plain card colours underneath. I might paint those underneath as well before I cut them out. Not sure on the colour yet, but we'll find out a little later in the next part of this video. So, see you in a bit. Roof sections are now painted underneath in grey, prior to having these skylight sections cut out. It's like watching paint dry. Onto putting the white onto the post sections next while this is drying. We'll cut out the roof sections when these are dry also, and then it will be time to fit them together. So, see you in a bit. Well, progress is now moved on, and in front of you is some test pieces I did for painting for the white sections. Took me a while to decide on which design I wanted, but in the end, after careful consideration and some opinions from other fellow modelers, I finally come up with none of these three, and I've come up with this one. It's keeping the spans red and just having the upright sections there white. These will in turn correspond similar to what the ones we already had on the picture that I showed earlier. I've done there 6 so far. These ones will be repainted to match in time, and I've also been looking at how they will look with the canopy on. I'll just show you now how they are supposed to look, which is like so. As you can see, the beams there are white. The cross beams that come out are white also, and that's what I tried to do on some of on that particular one there, with a little bit of the red on the end. But it turned out it was quite difficult to do to keep the white to be in a straight line. So I obviously went with just that design. But in time, I intend to also include these cross beams that go between them, and I did a little bit of a sketch earlier on today on something that I plan to do. These being the uprights here and the cross beams there, and then obviously there's no centre beam there going through them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a centre beam in, and I do intend to put some lighting in these. Not sure how much, depending on how bright they'll actually turn out to be, but I did in this sketch a bulb there, in between each section. The canopies that I've got actually only come with the 3 uprights I did 4 in this sketch. So this will be the platform level, and what I'm thinking of hopefully doing is putting some piano wire up into a join coming across with an LED bulb in there, and then feed that, carry on through with another LED bulb. Obviously it would normally come down there, but it gives you an idea, and then coming back through the platform, connecting to the opposite side of the power source. So we'll have negative and positive either side that will then power LED bulbs. So that's something to come in the future. What I can show you at this moment in time is if I just place a few of these out. I have also now cut out one of the roof sections and put the skylights in. As you would have seen earlier, I did paint the bottoms, and I've also curved them slightly so that they match the curve of the roof. These will eventually be stuck down to the roof, but I can show you so far how it will look. I'll just fit that on there. The holes where the pegs sit in are not exactly right, but it gives you an idea of how it will look when they're fitted in. And I'm quite pleased with that. See, with the piano wires that will come up and the lights will go across, I think it's going to look quite effective when finished. Very pleased with these so far. So I'll get on with painting the others. I've done 6 and I've got 18 more to do. So we'll come back when those are finished. So bye for now. See you in a bit. So there we go. That's all 24 posts now all painted identical in the same style. The white bits I may just have to give another coat as they're a bit streaky. I'm not sure, I might keep them like that and make it look like it's slightly weathered, but probably just have to give them another coat. But it was very difficult to get these. These had to all be measured to be the right height, and obviously I need to make sure I didn't get it into the top sections in there. But yeah, all done now, so onwards and up with the rest of it. See you in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Getting on with the roof sections now after the posts are painted and all that. And as you can just see, I'm cutting out the rest of the skylights, and I've also prepared all the roofs with their angles. Really simple to do. Ruler down the black centre, just get the back end of a knife, just a standard knife, non-blunt, just to give it a bit of a crease down that line, and then just bend them like so, and they stay in place. So that's dead simple. And I've also, using a black marker pen, gone around the edges. If you can focus on there, the black edges now, to get rid of the card colour. And I'm also doing that around the edges of the skylights once they've been cut open. So yeah, so I've just plonked them on top of there, just to keep them out of the way, but looking fab. They will be joined together, and I'll work on that eventually. But they're going to look brilliant when they're on the layout. Very pleased. Right, so I'll get on with these. See you in a bit. So here we are now with the final part of the canopies complete, with all the skylights now in every single panel. They're not glued in yet, they're just placed in. When they're cut out, they are perfect to fit the skylight panels in. As I say, at the moment they aren't glued in, but they are good tight fit, and they just pull out just like that, and you can just slot them back in very easily. So they're all done, and there's some ready to go onto the platforms. Show you how they look. Quite pleased with them. The securing of the roof down onto the post can't be done until they're actually on the platform itself. So that's it for now. So that's part one. Look out for part two, which will show these being fitted onto the platforms themselves. So until then, thanks for watching. See you again soon.